suspect after robbing an elderly female for her purse. What kind of waste man movement is that? Huh?
He robbed her? An elderly woman?
Elderly woman. On Tuesday, July 23rd, 2019 at 3
In
p.m.
the evening?
Patrol officers were dispatched 200 block of the Curry Avenue, reported a robbery that had just occurred. Officers arrived and learned that an elderly female victim had been walking in the area when a suspect pushed her from behind onto the ground and took her purse. No physical injuries were reported. For investigators, and the suspect description was obtained, video surveillance was obtained, and officers from the major crime branch were able to identify the suspect.
Well,
on
good.
Wednesday, August 7, 2019, members of the provincial repeated offender parole enforcement, so it's ROPE. Rope. I should have said that. Like, all that was so much. It's a mouthful, man.
So rope, you guys.
So the rope squad. That's what they call the rope squad. That's so wrong, though. That's so wrong.
Reminds me of a cowboy.
That's wrong. Whatever. I'm gonna say provincial repeat offender parole enforcement squad.
A rope?
I didn't say that. If I would have said that, I would have said that. Can we continue? Squad located the suspect in a vehicle in the city of Windsor. Suspect was arrested without incident. Benjamin Trumpish. Benjamin Trumpish.
There was an M in there, be Trumpish.
There's no M in there. Benjamin
there was an M in there.
This guy is foolish.
He was 38, okay.
30, a male Windsor was charged with robbery and breach of organization.
Now, anybody with information is asked to contact the Windsor Police Service at...
Continue your sentence.
519-255-600-700 or extension 4830. Or Crime Stoppers anonymously at 509-258-8477 tips, or online at www.catcrooks.com. Or for further information, contact the Windsor Police Service Corporate Communication Unit Public Information Officer at 519-255-6700 extension 4204, and Constable Tian, I'll say, because I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Can you try to pronounce that name?
Talia. Constable Talia.
Yeah, last name. Yeah. Anyways, we're going to move on to our next subject here. If you guys aren't aware, this week it is LGBT Pride Week of the Week. I was looking over the CBC article. Unfortunately, we weren't able to attend. We had other obligations. But from what I read from CBC, Colin Holmes, who made the choice to come out as gay 10 years ago, he was worried about the same ratification, raised on a small town in Amherstburg, Ontario. It was hard to run into someone you knew, and the majority of Fred's friends were heterosexual men. I had a lot of fear about what it might look like for my dad and my dad's family back home in Ireland. I just thought it was better off not to bring the potential judgment toward my family, said Holmes. When Holmes did come out, just turning 22, he found the process by moving more smoother and family accepted with his open arms. As Vice President of the Windsor Pride Communication Education Resource Center for the past 8 years, Holmes, who used to be the city's lone homelessness outreach coordinator, knows his experience isn't the same for everyone in the LGBT community. There's a lot of things. There still needs to be a lot of work done, like he says. And he's done a lot of good. Now, he's also said that the anti-LGBT voices get quieter. In any aspect of life, there will be dictators of people who don't agree, said Holmes. For people within the LGBT community to feel safe in their own skin, Holmes said they need to publicly commend any kind of violence against lesbian, gay, bisexual, transsexual, and questioning people. It's not as critical for people that have negative opinions of us to able to get a microphone set. LGBT individuals, youth can get kicked out of their homes. They can find themselves without anywhere to live. They can end up with severe mental health issues because of depression, anxiety, and self-harm, Holmes says. we have to try to make sure that we're balancing with people trialing individuals out in the community about how about the Windsor Essex LGBTQ community is, how vibrant it is, and how much fun it is to be around. You can also see that more information on the CBC article.
The weed smoke is too strong for them.
Now, if you guys seen as well too, this has been an ongoing issue. With Flint, Michigan, the whole water crisis over there, they still don't have it correct. I was looking through CBC and I found out that Flint, Michigan residents are cautioned to boil their water following a water main leak. So residents of Flint, Michigan have been asked to boil filtered water as a precaution measure following water pressures lost in the city. Derp's drainage system. So, like they said, the city cautioned residents to avoid drinking water boiling it before drinking it. Before you're doing anything. I just think this is an ongoing issue. What's your opinion on this whole Flint crisis?
It's crazy because that's your water. At the end of the day, it's funny because I've been boiling my water for the longest time. Like any tap water, I've been boiling it. You know what I mean? Like that's what my grandma taught me. Like you boil your water, put it in the fridge, let it cool, make it freeze, and let it thaw out. You know what I mean? Then you have nice cold water. It might take a day. You know what I mean? But that's what happens. You know what I mean? But the crisis over there, it's crazy. Like they have but they isolated the break, right? So I guess they're trying to work on it and fix it. But just right now, how long have this been going on for? You know what I mean? Like how long it take them to get to the point where they find out where the break was, right? Because if they're being cautioned to boil the water, how long is it going to take them to get the water back up into running to purify? You know what I mean? From the drink perfectly clean tap water. You know what I mean? And even when that water is clean, when you turn that tap the first time, it's not going to be, you know what I mean, that fresh water yet, because you get to run the tap, let it run out first, you know what I mean? And then you can drink it, you know what I mean? So it's going to be a while. So just make sure you guys boil your water. If you have to boil it twice just to be cautious. You know what I mean? Just, because you want your kids drinking and getting type of lead poison and all that stuff, E. coli, whatever's in the water, you know what I mean? I mean, unfiltered water is not good. It takes out the chlorine and stuff. So, make sure you guys boil your water. You know what I mean? Freeze it overnight, and then let it thaw out. You know what I mean? So you know it's good to go. And just be cautious when your kids are drinking it.
Well, they're saying if you're currently not using a filter to remove lead from drinking water, flush your water for at least several minutes before collecting any to boil. Mm-hmm. From the city's media release, boiled filtered water, boiled flush, or bottled water should be used for drinking, making ice, brushing teeth, washing dishes, and preparing food.
Critical.
The city is in the process of collecting bacterial samples from the water supply. Should the samples pass quality assurance, the boiled water advisory will likely be lifted after 24 hours. Flint's water supply has been under scrutiny for several years, as everyone knows, arising for a decision to pull water from a nearby river without treating the supply to reduce the corrosive effect of old pipes. Prosecutors previously dropped all criminal charges in June against 8 people allegedly involved in the Flint water scandal. Officials pledged to start the investigation over from scratch. We'll have to see what happens with that. But I think you have an interesting fire under investigation on August 9th, which was yesterday.
It's right.
This one. The fire investigation.
Good about this, yeah. The fire investigation. The fire at a business located at the block, 1300 block of Grand Mary's in Real West is being investigated of suspicious. On Tuesday, August 6, 2019, at 9:30 a.m., patrol officers were dispatched to the business for a report of a suspicious fire. Emergency personnel had already attended the fire and was prior to the officers' arrival. The fire was caused significantly electronically damage of the building. No injury reported. The arson unit attended the scene and through the investigation, in conjunction with the Windsor Fire Rescue Fire Investigation, believed the fire to be suspicious, and the investigation believed that the fire occurred in the early morning between the hours of 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. Any more information asked, contact Words Police called those following numbers at 519-255-6700 or Crime Stoppers Anonymous me at 519.
Just say contact Crime Stoppers.
Okay, contact Crime Stoppers.
And it makes it easier.
Yeah, man. Or catchacrook.com. Catch a crook.
Now, if you guys aren't aware, the former United Auto Worker official gets 15 months in labor corruption case, which the returns was reviewing. A federal judge in Detroit on Monday sentenced the former United Auto Workers Union Vice President in charge of relations with Fiat Chrysler, to 15 months in federal prison for misusing funds intended for worker training to pay for luxury travel, golf, liquor, and parties for himself and other union officials.
Okay, so he was partying up.
Living the dream.
Living the life.
Noel Jews, 61, who led the UAW's national contract negotiations with Fiat Chrysler in 2015, is the highest-ranking UAW official to be sentenced in connection with a wide-range federal investigation for corruption within the union that represents U.S. factory workers at Fiat Chrysler Automotives, General Motors Co., and Ford Co. Jewell pled guilty in April in a single charge of violation of Labor Relations Management and Act, and the time prosecutors proposed a prison sentence of 12 to 18 months. The U.S. District Judge Paul Borman rejected Jewell's request to avoid prison and serve his sentence under house arrest. He betrayed his position and Borman press. I'm not going to continue reading the article. We're going to discuss it here. The prosecutors accepted that Jewell pay her $90,000 in illegal payments from Fiat Chryslers. Money spent on boxes of cigars. And Mike Booth, the president of the UAW Local 961, which represents Fiat Chrysler's Axial plant in Marysville, Michigan, told Borman that the Jewell and other UAW leaders who accepted company fares betrayed union members. This is not a victimless crime, Booth said, which is true. I think it's wrong. I think if you do something like that, you should be held accountable.
Yeah, you should. Sorry, yeah, it's true. You should be held accountable for, but for how long you be held accountable for that? It's not like he didn't do nothing like it was like life threatening. You know, he just, you know.
I think they're asking for 15 months.
That's it.
It's not that bad.
No, a year, like 3 months, but good behavior. He's on like what, 7.5? No, 8 months. So that's what it is. A lot of these business guys do that, and they serve the littlest time. You know what I mean? Because they have all that money to pay for the lawyers and all that stuff to get littlest time, and they break a little deal here or there. You know what I mean? So the corporate people are the biggest criminals ever, bro.
Well, we're definitely going to have to follow up on this one. But remember you were supposed to tell our viewers about your sister, her show this week? Got canceled?
Yes. So the show that was happening on the 10th, which is today, in Pickering. I didn't drop no address, nothing like that, you know what I mean? In London, it happened in Pickering, Ontario now. So it's just like maybe like, it's 20 minutes outside Toronto, you know what I mean? It's not far, but if you guys are in that area, you guys, you know what I mean? I'll drop the address on my Kick the Media site, and if you guys are out there, you know, you guys go check her out, you know what I mean? If not, just go check her out on Instagram. She'll post it, Libby Moan. And check her out on Instagram.
That's it. It's a wrap.
Oh, wow.
It's a wrap for today's show.
That's it, you guys, for today. We enjoyed having you guys.
This was episode 20.
Cracking down, you know what I mean? Love our listeners today, you know what I mean? Enjoy you guys this weekend. And don't forget to follow, like, and share.
Sharing is caring.
On Instagram, Kick the Media on Facebook, Kick the Media on YouTube, Twitter, iHeart, Spotify, Apple. Just check out all the social platforms and we'll be up there. I mean, but this is your host, Kamar Star.
And your co-host, JJ Chronic, signing out.
Have a good one.